It's sticky out today, Mr. Skeleton. Wearing different sunglasses today. We're going for a Kurt Cobain-esque vibe today with these white sunglasses. And this is a little tighter than I like it to be. I like it to be a little bit poofier. Okay, what are we doing with... Oh, I was going to wipe down the steering wheel again because I will not... I refuse to be the grossest person you know. I'm fine being the second grossest person you know, but not the first. Okay, and we'll just give it a good little wipe down. Here we go. Hey everyone, it is another day Halloween decor hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. Here are the railroad tracks. Let's do this. It's another day, another messy bun. And we're Halloween decor hunting today again, and I'm all excited because we're going to all these, what am I trying to say? I don't know why my mouth is moving faster than my brain, per usual. Anyways, we're going to all new places today. That's what I was trying to say. A bunch of places we haven't been to yet, or we've checked and there's been nothing so far. So we're gonna hit Home Depot first because it's right here. So we're gonna stop by Home Depot, see if they have anything at all. Then we're gonna swing by Target because, okay, there's the whole Target threshold line that's been released, and I'm seeing a bunch of people posting it on the Facebook group, but I have yet to see it anywhere. So I checked to see if they had any of the threshold stuff, and it's saying it's out of stock, which we're familiar with this with other stores. Usually it just means they haven't gotten it in yet, but it says they have this candelabra that I have my eye on. It's this metal, like, rose candelabra thing. And I missed out on it online. And it says it's at my local Target, but it doesn't say how many. I do not know what is with this Flemmy the Flamingo situation. I can't get it out. Anyways, now that our allergies are literally horrible today, we're going to try to get through this conversation without just gargling to death. Anyways, we're going to talk through the phlegm. Anyways, check the threshold line to see if it was anywhere at any local Targets around here, and it wasn't. But they are showing that the candelabra, for whatever reason, just the candelabra, is at this, like, my local Target. It's not allowing store pickup. It's not telling me what aisle it's in, so I want to say this is probably a fluke deal, and for some reason, whether it's in back or whatever, it's showing that it's in stock when it's not. I'm just going to put that out there. That would be my assumption. You know what? I'm going to go to Target first because I'm not wasting time. I want this candelabra. We'll drive all around town today. I don't really care what's happening because I want this freaking candelabra on another level. So we're going to go check to see if Target has it and any of the other threshold line before I order a bunch of it online. I'm not taking any chances this year, people. So we're headed to Target right now, and then we're going to go to Home Depot. Then we're going out to Menards. We're going to hit Walmart. We're going to go to Lowe's Nose. If you know, you know. Okay, person, today we're looking for Halloween. This is serious business. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna run over here to Kirkland's. I don't know what time they open. It's 11:15. They should be open by now. So we're gonna park over by Kirkland's because we're just gonna walk over. One of those things where everyone's walking too fast to go, but too slow. We're trying to see Halloween, people. Stop for pedestrians. I see. There's no one. Not one soul. I'm also going to check the Bullseye Playground while I'm here. So wish us luck, Mr. Skeleton, because here we go. All right, so before we go into Target, though, I wanted to mention the sponsor for today's video. This video is sponsored by ExpressVPN, which is the #1 trusted leader in VPN. And if you haven't heard of ExpressVPN before, it protects your privacy and security when connected to the internet. So whether you're at home, or traveling, or anywhere in between, ExpressVPN protects users whenever they're connected to unsecure networks. Because when you use public Wi-Fi, it's super easy for anyone using the same Wi-Fi to steal your account logins, financial details, and more. But ExpressVPN encrypts 100% of your traffic, so nobody can steal your data. Also, ExpressVPN is super easy to use, So when I'm out hunting for Halloween decorations or stopping into a coffee shop for a pumpkin beverage, I can quickly start up the app and keep my connection secure in just seconds. ExpressVPN can also be used to change your location to whatever country you want, which is great because there are so many international horror movies and spooky content not available on streaming services inside the US. For example, I connected my ExpressVPN to a UK server, and then I signed into my Netflix to see what kind of horror movies were available, and they had movies like The Craft, The Witch, The Strangers, some of my favorite horror movies that I love watching this time of year that are not available in the US right now. ExpressVPN also has speeds faster than any other VPN provider I've tried, so I can watch the most international spooky content without interruption, so I can stay safer on the internet and watch more shows. So to find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free, you can go to expressvpn.com/JadeTheLibra or click the link in the description box below. All right, we're here. We're going in to Target. All right, we secured the goods at Target. I got my candelabra. It's my, excuse the rustling of the bag. Got my metal rose candelabra. Turns out, is this part of the Halloween collection or is it just Threshold? I don't know. If this is supposed to be part of the Halloween collection, then they totally missed that memo because there was nothing else in the Halloween department in Threshold. Everything else was brown and orange. And they had some pumpkins I got visuals of, but we secured the goods with the candelabra. Luckily, they had 3 in there. And they were in like with a bunch of beigey things. It just didn't seem like a match, but maybe it's not part of the Halloween collection and it's just part of the fall collection. We also saw some Halloween socks. I normally just do Halloween decor, but I'm going to show some clothes because we didn't really see much else. So they had some, we'll start here. A couple of Halloween sweatshirts. They had, or spooky sweatshirts, I guess I should say. One of them was a Halloween sweatshirt with Michael Myers on it, and it was orange and blue. And then the other one was a Bride of Chucky sweatshirt, which I loved, and it just said Bride of Chucky on it, and then it said, eat your heart out, because, you know, if you know, you know. And that was cute. And then they had some Halloween socks. It wasn't fully stocked, but they had some they were sprinkling out. They had some of the slipper looking socks, you know, the real fuzzy house sock looking things. They had a cat. They had a ghosty one. What else do they have? And then they had some other longer fuzzy socks that had little skeletons and like pumpkins or like different Halloween looking things. And then they had just some plain socks that weren't fuzzy or fleecy feeling. Then they had a couple things I'm just going to show quickly. The kids' clothes, because if you're like me, I don't have kids, but I have nieces. I love buying them little Halloween-y outfits every year. I do a little Halloween bag for them every year. If you're wanting to know what I put in their Halloween bags, and during Vlogoween, where I vlog every day in October, we'll put together their bags together. Usually I do a lot of the stuff from the Target dollar spot, or sorry, Bullseye Playground. But I do little Halloween little baskets for them, and I get them little Halloween outfits every year. So I'm going to show a couple of the outfits in case you do the same, or if you're also like me and you just wish it came in your size. That's another thing. I'm like, do these leggings come in my size? Why not? I want to show the little baby outfits. They were so cute. They had this little ghosty sweat outfit. It was like a sweatshirt and sweatpants, which again, why doesn't it come in our size? Us adults like little ghosty sweatshirt and sweatpants. Then they had a little set that said Milk Monster. One said Little Pumpkin or something like that. And then another one was an actual little pumpkin outfit. Oh God, it was cute. And then it just makes me think that my nieces have grown up so fast. And then in the toddler outfits are the cutest of them all. Like, I need every single toddler outfit in my size. Not even joking. They had one that was this, like a little top that had a heart. And then it had little candies, like little Halloween candies and little jack-o'-lanterns. And then they had little leggings with little candies all over them. And then they had this little long sleeve shirt with the cat. It was like a black cat with a pumpkin. And then they also had a skeleton set, like sweatshirt and sweatpants set, and another sweatshirt and sweatpants set that I'm not remembering. They had a little baby Yoda outfit, a Minnie Mouse outfit, and then this cat dress thing with these cute little cat tights. Then I went over to the boys section. They had some cute shirts. They had a Goosebumps shirt. They had a couple of different sweatshirts. They had a sweatshirt with a rib cage with spiders and spider webs and stuff. They had a sweatshirt that said boo and it was orange. And then they had a couple of other ones. One I think said trick or treat. It was like a little comic book looking. And they had a couple other orange long sleeve shirts. One I think had like a dinosaur on it, and then the other one was another type of Halloween-y kind of thing. And then in the girls section, they had a cute little Hocus Pocus shirt, and they had a Goosebumps shirt that was really cute. A couple of cute little hoodies. One had cats all over it. They had a little black and white striped tutu outfit kind of thing. They had a little ghosty dress and the orange dress with the cats on it, which they had last year. So they had some cute stuff. Anyways, that's it for Target. Nothing at the Bullseye Playground. We're going into Kirkland's. We're gonna go see what kind of Halloween they got. Holy moly, it is nice out today. It is so nice. We saw Halloween at Kirkland's, y'all. I was there. We saw Halloween at Kirkland's. They had a whole little section set up that was pretty cute. They had some pumpkins, they had some skulls, they had a stack of skulls, and then they had a spiderweb outdoor rug, a big sign that had different books and stuff, like little spooky things on it. It had a big outdoor sign looking thing that said all these different spooky things. They had some little ghosties, like little ceramic ghosties. It came in a set of 3. Also had some little cutout jack-o'-lanterns with little witch hats on. They had some metal jack-o'-lanterns that were black and orange, and like the inside was orange. They had some bats, some glittery bats that kind of go up the wall, and they had it set up where it was on this big round mirror, like this circle mirror, and the bats kind of fly up the side. That was really cute how they had that done. A skeleton mug, and they also had some little skeleton plates that all like kind of go with the mug. And then their little place setting was cute too, where they had like a little skull there and stuff. And then a mug that said I put a spell on you. They had a couple of cute little signs. Again, hey boo is the big thing this year. Everything says hey boo on it. And then I don't remember what the other one said, maybe witch or something like that. Or something about flying on a broom. They had some different signs like that. And they had, what else did they have? Really cute ghosty pillow. It was a black pillow with white ghosties all over it. And then they had another ghosty pillow that had little orange pom-poms around the kind of like just border or trim or whatever you want to call it. Oh, and then they had a pillow that I think said hey boo on it too. Kind of stuff like that. Some of the things that we had seen before, like the apothecary sign, they had that again this year. I used it last year in my little witchy living room kind of setup. And what else did they have? Anything else I'm missing I'll show here. It was just a couple little sections of Halloween. They had a pillow that said trick or treat, and a rug that said spooky with a ghost on it. Lots of ghosty stuff. It is truly the year of the ghost. So if you're looking for ghosty stuff or a ghosty theme, then Kirkland's is the place to be, I tell you what. It was a cute little, they had a little cute setup there. So we're here at Home Depot. We're gonna run in, see if they have any Halloween, and I'll be right back. Wish us luck. No Halloween yet, no pumpkins, no leaves, no wreaths, no 12-foot skeleton, nothing at Home Depot, which I feel like every year I miss Home Depot. I go like at this time when there's nothing out yet, and then I miss it completely and show up when everything's gone. And that's pretty much how it tends to go at Home Depot. Anyways, now we're going to Menards. I really want to go to Michael's because I need to get some garland. Because I'm going to start decorating and I'm all excited. I'm waiting for Michael's. I'm waiting for all their stuff to go on sale before I buy. I bought the stuff that I knew or figured. I don't know if I knew. Like I don't have psychic abilities, but that I figured would sell out, like some of the popular items I bought with my 20% off coupon. But I'm waiting for that 40% off, Michael's, any day now, Michael. We also need to go back cruising to Joann's. Anyways, we're going to Menards, and then we're going to cruise over to, were we going to go to Wally World? Walmart. I totally forgot to mention at Target, they had Halloween earrings. Hopefully you don't mind that I jump back a little bit. I have nothing else to talk about on the way to Menards. So might as well talk about the earrings at Target. They had some Halloween earrings. They had some really cute ones, but they were all gold. I'm like, where's the silver? For us silver ghouls. For us cool tone ghouls out there. They had some little skeletons. They had little candy corns. They had jack-o'-lanterns. They had little ghosties and cats. And what else did they have? They had a little spooky house one that had a little moon, like a crescent moon with a spooky house dangling. And they had, what else did they have? Oh, a Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein set that was really cute. It was that bauble bar, or whatever you call it, at Target. And they had some really cute Halloween earrings. And we saw those, and I totally forgot about it. So I'll continue to show whatever I missed here, but they had some good Halloween earrings. And I think that's it. Oh my gosh, side of the road corn, y'all. We stop on the way home. That is the question I think I want to. Is that okay? Should we get some side of the road corn? I'm gonna stop by if they're still there on our way home, and we're gonna get some side of the road sweet corn because it's on another level of delicious. Anyways, we're going into Menards. I didn't mean to sit here and drool all over you. We're going into Menards. Here we go. All right, just left Menards, and let me say this. Menards gets better every year. What did they have? They had some new animatronics this year. They had this big Reaper guy. They had, what was the guy next to the Reaper guy? I don't know. The Reaper guy was, oh, I know. It was Pennywise. I know why I tried to erase this from my brain. There was a Pennywise that was a disgrace to all Pennywises. It was... It was like one of those shows where you try to remake the things that you see on Pinterest. You know those shows? It was like that, but a blow up. And they had another little blow up thing that was kind of more cutesy. That had this, I think it was like I can't remember exactly what it was, but I'll show you. And then on the other side, they had a huge skeleton guy that kind of comes at you. He's like orange and black, and he lights up. They had a wolf man. They had a couple of different wolf type of things. One was like a scary looking werewolf, and the other one was more like teen wolf, I guess. Actually, he was more like if Chewbacca and a wolf had a baby. That's what this one, because it kind of sounded like it was howling, but the howling also kind of sounded like Chewbacca. They had like a dragon. It was a big dragon guy that flaps his wings. It didn't make, not really loud sounds. I doubt you could hear him, so I'll just play the dragon because his sounds weren't very loud. And then they also had some blow mold looking stuff. So they had a jack-o'-lantern looking blow mold, and they had a, what was it? Like a skeleton looking blow mold, and they had a stack of skulls, and what else did they have? What was next to the stack of skulls? There was something else, like, oh, a little like Grim Reaper guy. All right, I'm running to my P.O. box really quickly. I'll be right back. We're leaving the post office. We got some goods. The spooky family came through with the goods. I'm behind, so behind on all of it, but we're gonna do some spooky family mail. We're going to Lowe's, and I think we're gonna run into PetSmart really quick. Anyways, Menards, let's talk about it. Menards had, we already talked about the animatronics, but they also had some outdoor light stuff. They had some stake lights, like, you know, lighting for your little pathways and stuff like that. Some different little Halloween-y ones. They also had some outdoor looking, like, you know, the stuff that goes against your house, like the projector. That's what I'm thinking of. They had a witch flying on a broom projector. They had ghosties that kind of flew around, and then they had this monster face looking one. And then they also had some outdoor little signage kind of thing about witches and their monsters living there, and that kind of thing. Different Halloween-y outdoor signs. And one, I think, said welcome, or it said Halloween or something like that. and it was gray and kind of wooden, had bats flying up. And then they had some indoor decor, and this stuff is where it gets good. They had these really cute vintage figurine looking things. It's that vintage kind of eerie, it's the perfect mix. And they had one that was a scaredy cat, skeleton, one that was a jack-o'-lantern head guy. They had, I think it was another cat looking figure. They had a cute little mummy though. That's all I know. I really like the mummy. So cute. Another thing I really liked in this area, they had those little, actually a lot of the stuff that they had was very similar to a lot of stuff at Target. And like even their cartoony things were very similar looking to Target. Let me know if you feel the same way, because they had these little, it's like a little landscape looking thing, and then you press the button and there's like a thing that goes around in a little circle, little carousel looking thing. It has like music that plays. One was a little ghost, like it had 3 ghosts that went around in a circle. Trick or treat. I can't remember what the second one was. It was something else, but like that, like a little spooky setting. And then the third one had witches, 3 witches standing around a cauldron or a fire or something. And it went around in a circle and had the same music even as the Target ones we've seen over the last couple of years, but they were way less cutesy and cartoony and way more spooky, so I loved them. And then they had another thing that looked similar to Target, is they had these yard stakes with these little cartoony kind of things on them, and they reminded me a lot, like I think the ghost and the bat, like all the different kind of cartoony kind of characters, all of them kind of looked like the Target ones. You'll have to let me know what you think. And they had these little ceramic little lantern things, and the witch looked a lot like the ones, like the Target witch, like the little cartoony witch. And they had a couple of different little ceramic guys. They had a little ceramic truck with some ghosties in the back, and let me tell you, these ghosts, they've seen better days. They were I think their glaze was kind of mixing in with all of everything else. And then they had some other little, you know, like the classic kind of farmhouse stuff, little trailer things with little ghosts coming out and little trucks and all that kind of, you know, farmhouse stuff is back. And then they had potion bottles, a couple different potion bottles, and some of the, like, some books, like stacked looking books with little skeleton hands on it. And they had a couple of mummy things, like kind of larger mummy kind of statue things, and they had light up eyes. And then they had a crystal ball, like an animated crystal ball. So I'll play the animation here.
Ooh, happy Halloween and trick or treat.
It lit up and had different colors and had little witchy hands around the crystal ball. They had a couple of skulls. They had a black skull and a gold skull. And they had, what else? Oh, they had some of those picture frames where you kind of go to one angle and it looks like a person, and then you go to another angle and they get really scary. They also had some bobbleheads, some like a witchy bobblehead, and then a ghosty, or maybe it was a mummy, like something, another bobblehead. And I think that's it for the decoration area. No, they had some little signs, or like some little, I don't even know what they were, but they had little sayings like, "Hey boo again. If you got it, haunt it." And I can't remember what the last one was, but it was equally as, you know, it's probably like trick or treat yourself or something like that. But they had those, and then they had some, what else do they have? I don't know. Whatever I'm missing, I'll show here. But they had a lot of Halloween out, actually. More than I was expecting. And then they had their Spooky Town out. And they had this one little house thing or building thing or whatever it was, Spooky Town thing, that had clowns. It was terrifying. Pretty much. Had a little clown that was spinning around, and then some kids on a slide. It looks like a combination of It and Chucky 2. If you saw, was it called Child's Play 2? I always just call everything Chucky. But Chucky 2 at the end, when they're at the factory, if you know the scene, then you know. Anyways, so that's what it looked like. And then they had one that was a hotel. And then they had a little, all right, so my battery on my camera ran out, which is fine because I have another battery, but we're about to go into Lowe's and I'm basically finished with Menards, but I was just going to add a couple of things. So they had a little hotel, a little kind of like greenhouse looking thing, conservatory looking thing, and then they had a courthouse and a couple little side, like, you know, the smaller pieces that kind of go in there. And then if I'm missing anything else, I'll show it here. But they had some of their Spooky Town out, not all of it. Now we're at Lowe's knows with good old Mr. Skeleton, and we're going in. All right, so we just left Lowe's, and I hate to do this to ya. Y'all are gonna be like, what kind of teaser is this? So we went to Lowe's and we saw the huge skeleton guy, whatever that is. We saw it. You'll see in the background there's other Halloween out, but I don't know if you could see in the visuals. All the workers were right there putting stuff out. Like, they had tons of boxes everywhere. It was very obvious they did not want anyone coming around the area because there were a lot of boxes everywhere and they were setting things up. So all the displays, like against the wall, and then the big skeleton guy, they were ready to go. But like the where they hang the skeletons and have all the little stuff, and like the little animatronic things, like the smaller things, they had none of those set up yet. So they had boxes everywhere. I'm gonna come back because I didn't want to get in anyone's way. They had like 6 workers standing in there. So I'm gonna go back when it's all set up and we'll get a good look. So it should be in this video. Dang it, I don't know why I didn't turn. Because we're going to Petco really quick to see if they have any Halloween. But we're just gonna run in. But I have to tell you the funny thing that happened at Lowe's. So when I was getting a video of the skeleton guy, one of the workers there walked by and he goes, "You're just about as tall as he is." Like, yeah, pretty much. The weather's nice up here, in case you're wondering. Anyways, we're going into Petco. Here we go. Just left Petco. No Halloween yet at Petco. I think we said we're going to Walmart, but it's too late for Walmart now. You know what we are going to go do right now? It is the last week for the dill pickle slushie at, what do I think? I keep trying to say Starbucks. I don't know why I keep thinking they're going to have a dill pickle frappuccino at Starbucks. My mouth kept trying to say Starbucks, but it's Sonic. When I say S, it's like it wants to say Starbucks. But we're going to go try that. And just in case it sucks, we're also going to get a cherry limeade. Come on, a good spot. In the shade, please. Shade. Here we go. Oh my gosh, that feels so nice already. Hey, you want anything from Sonic?
What?
Because I'm sitting here. Yeah. In case the slush sucks, I'm just going to get a small slush. All right, we're trying the pickle slush. And we got a Route 44 cherry limeade. Just in case the slush isn't good, we're going to drink this cherry limeade. Okay, that's a huge cherry limeade. I guess I forgot how big those 44 ounces were. We're going to try this dill pickle slush. I got a small one because we didn't know if we were going to like it. So here we go. Are you ready? Oh my God. Oh, absolutely freaking not. I knew it. I knew it was going to be sweet. So looks like we're drinking our huge cherry limeade, and we're going to give Dallas the dill pickle situation. And that cherry limeade is not disappointing. That is a refreshing beverage. What are you doing? I totally forgot to do an outfit of the day, so we're going to do a quick outfit of the day because Neens is upstairs crying already. She heard me. She knows I'm home. Really quick though, I'm basically wearing, once again, my uniform. This is like my favorite kind of outfit to wear, where it's just a comfy tee and my holy jeans. So I'm wearing these black jeans from Urban Outfitters, my same old ASOS belt that I got a few years ago. And this comfy t-shirt is from Marshall's last year. My necklaces are from Ata Love, and so are my earrings. And I'm wearing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Grim liquid lipstick that's kind of coming off a little bit. So yeah, pretty much the same thing I wore on the first day of my last Halloween decor hunting video. Just a comfy t-shirt and some skinny jeans. So this is basically my comfy outfit. I'm ready though to get out my Halloween-y outfits, to get out my fall clothing. I am ready to layer up. Also my nails, I forgot. We did a little witch flying on a broom situation and some bats and some little starburst guys. And these are my spooky nails of the day. All right, Mr. Skeleton, we gotta hurry up today. Let's go, sir. Hey everyone, it is another day, Halloween decor hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. And we're feeling good today. We're feeling on top of it, right, Mr. Skeleton, right, sir? So we're back on the hunt. It's a Tuesday, which is my favorite day to go to Home Goods. I'm just gonna put it out there. So anyways, we're gonna make our rounds to all of the Home Goods. And I definitely wanna run into Michael's again, because somebody posted something over on the Facebook group of some new stuff that came out at their Michael's. So I'm gonna take a little gander. We're also gonna see where the sale stuff is at. And I wanted to buy some garland. So we're gonna do that as well. By the way, I feel like the trees, I'm looking at the trees right now. If you see them passing by, they look a little less green, a little more on the brownish green side. If you see them, you see them. They look like they might be starting to change, which gets me all excited. It's almost September, which gets me, August flew by. I feel like this happens every single year. As soon as Halloween decor hunting season starts, it's like the whole season flies by. By the time we get to October, usually, whenever I'm driving by places, you can see the trees start looking orange, yellow, green, orange, yellow, green. Oh, the trees are turning orange, yellow, green. Hey, orange, yellow, green. If you know that song. So what's new, Mr. Skeleton? What has been going on since yesterday? Since we jabbed our jaws yesterday. So I had a dream last night. No, it wasn't one of those dreams where, well, definitely not one of those dreams. But it wasn't one of the pooping in the urinal dreams. If you know that dream, then you know. I just talked about it in the Get Ready With Me. Well, I had a dream last night, and this one was totally different. It was so cute. I went to this house. They were having a party. I don't know what it is with these parties. Why is everyone in my dream having a party lately? Like, literally everyone is celebrating. I hope that's good news. I hope it doesn't mean something horrible. Everyone's been having parties but me lately, I guess. No. But everyone's been having these parties, okay? And these friends were having a party. I was there before the party, well before the party, just to hang out, and you will never guess what they had. They had like 10... I don't know if there were 10, but like a lot of Chihuahua puppies. Oh my God. And one of them had this fur that looked like, I don't even think this exists, okay? But in my dream it did, because, you know, just to give a little inspirational quote, anything is possible in your dreams. This one Chihuahua puppy had this fur that was like a teddy bear. It was like this really soft, kind of balled up fur all over. And there was this one that I was cuddling with, and it was this white Chihuahua with blue spots, like Neen's, but Neen's is all blue. Well, it's technically called blue, but it's like a grayish color, but there's like a little bit of a blue tint to it. That's why they call it blue. There's like washcloths all over the street. Anyways, so back to my Chihuahua story. It was just a puppy. Apparently I have puppy fever, which I don't actually have puppy fever. Also, update on Spirit Halloween. It still says coming soon at this one. Oh my gosh, everyone at this Home Goods parks like they've never parked before. Like, I don't understand. Okay, we're not doing that. You have your door literally open. But everyone at this Home Goods acts like they've never parked before. Every single time. I think I complain about it every time. Anyways, we're going into Home Goods to look for the goods, and then TJ Maxx, and then we're going, well, it's kind of a hybrid. It's all in one. And then we're going to Michael's, and we're going in. Left Home Goods, TJ Maxx, and Michael's, and we saw the goods. And we saw Spooky Family at Michael's when I was walking out. Cheryl was walking in. Cheryl, if you're out there watching, nice to meet you. So what did we see? We're gonna start with Home Goods and TJ Maxx first. We saw some good stuff. There's a rock truck in front of me going 100. Why do all the trucks with all the rocks in the back go 100 miles an hour? Anyways, what do we see at Home Goods and TJ Maxx? We saw a lot of random stuff, which was exciting. And we saw some stuff in the home decor section. Some mummy kind of stuff. I've been seeing a lot of mummies popping up recently, just at all the stores. So saw some mummy stuff, wooden ghost thing. They had some pumpkins. They had some ghosty kind of situations. They had, I don't know what else they had in this area. They had some little signs that, like, they had some little tabletop decor that said Halloween with some little witch legs, I think. And, you know, just the usual suspects in this area. Ghosts, pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns. We also saw some new towels today, some Halloween towels. We saw, you're not going to believe what we saw. They had another Flemmy the Flamingo towel out there. And it was a Flemmy the Flamingo with little Halloween costumes on. And then we saw, what else did we see in the towels? We saw a ghosty towel that was really cute with some little spermy good looking ghost on it. Some pot holders. One was a jack-o'-lantern pot holder. They also had a Ouija board one. They had a couple of other towels in this area. Oh, one was like a haunted house little landscape towel. And I'm not thinking of what the other ones were, but I'll show them here, all the different towels we saw today. We saw some new pillows. We saw a little spider web. It was like a round spider web pillow with little tassels around it. And then one that said "Creep It Real," I think it said on it, and had some skeleton bedazzlement kind of stuff. And then what else did they have in the... And then we saw a bunch of ceramics, but not a whole lot of new stuff, so I didn't show a lot of it. We did see one new Halloween mug that wasn't redone, so I was pumped. A mug that had a jack-o'-lantern on it, and then on the inside of the lip there was a spider, and I loved that mug. So any new ceramics I'll show here, but nothing is standing out to me too much because we didn't see a whole lot of new. It was like a lot of redone, a lot of the same kind of stuff we've seen. Wait, no, there was one thing in the dishware area. There was this tiered tray that had a skeleton. I've not seen this one yet. Had a whole skeleton body in the tiered tray thing. Then we went over to the bathroom section and they had some new bathroom stuff. They had some new soap dispensers that we saw. There was like I think a couple of pumpkin looking ones, or pumpkin with skeleton hands wrapping around it. There was a little crystal ball looking thing, but with constellations around it. And they had some skulls. They had like a little, what was it? Like a studded skull. They had a skull that lit up, like an orange skull that lit up. And there was what else was in this little area? A couple other different soap dispensers in this area. But then they also had a bathroom tray that was a white pumpkin looking tray with skeleton hands wrapped around it. On the other side there was more soap dispensers. That's where I saw the light up skull. I almost said skeleton, but then they had this, it was like a tissue holder, and it was the white pumpkin with the black skeleton hands wrapped around it. Like, I wish the hands were a little bit more around the side than around the front, because it almost looked like they were groping like body parts. And so I left it, but I loved it. I loved the concept of it, just not how it looked. They had some new bathroom towels. They had a Jack Skellington one. They had a Hocus Pocus one. And I think they had another one that I'm not remembering. It had jack-o'-lantern face on it. I think that's it. They had some candles. Had this amazing black wax candle but it wasn't like a burning candle. It was like a faux candle, but it was all wax. And then it had in the eyes these little flickering LED light things. And it was so cool. And they wanted freaking $60 for that thing. I mean, it was heavy. It was nice quality, but holy moly, $60 for a candle? I don't know. I also saw this ceramic kind of light up witch hat thing on books. There was, what else in this? Oh, these really cute candles with these really cute toppers. That one was a ghosty and the other one, no, one was a spider and the other one was a ghosty with some like candy corns around it and stuff. It was really cute. And what else did we see in this area? We also saw some puzzles. They had some Halloween puzzles. One was a skull situation. The other one was a bunch of doors with different skeletons on the front or something, or skulls or something. And then another one was a bunch of food, like Halloween food. Makes me want to do a Halloween puzzle, so I may or may not have bought one. We saw some napkins, some Halloween napkins. They had a little pastel looking one. They had a Hocus Pocus one, or just said Hocus Pocus on it with a cauldron that was redone. They had a skeleton napkin set. And I don't remember what the other ones were, but I'll show them here. I know there were a couple other ones. So then we cruised over to Michael's to see what they had, if they had anything new, and they did. They had a little section that was already picked over. I can't believe I missed it already. We were just there last week. But it had some kind of candle holders or tea light holders and lantern kind of things. And they had a stacked skull candle holder. I think it's just a candle holder, not candlestick, but like a candle holder. And then they had a kind of looked like melted wax, or just like black melted or black blood or something, kind of tea light holder thing. And then they had this, I have it right here. They had this cage I was looking for. It's like a cage candle holder. It has a bat on the top and bats throughout. And I was looking for this thing, and I'll show it here because I'll show it more up close in the store. But it was the last one they had left in store, so I snagged it real quick. And in the same little area, they had some little candles that had little skull topper things, and I can't remember what else was in this area, but I got some visuals. Then they had a whole little cutesy ceramic area that had some really cute jack-o'-lantern and ghosty stuff. First, they had some table runners and some centerpiece looking things. They had a little lampshade cover. Those were really cute, kind of spider web looking situations. Then they had the ceramic stuff. So they had a jack-o'-lantern mug, a ceramic jack-o'-lantern mug. They had this ghosty cookie jar thing, canister looking thing, and a ghosty bowl that said "boo to you" or something like that on it. And then a little ghosty mug. I had just a little ghost mug situation. It was super cute. And anything else I'm missing in this area that I didn't talk about, I'll show. But they also had a little area that had some of those Mr. Halloween trees, the ceramic old school looking trees with the bulbs on them. They had an orange one, a black one, and I want to say it was a teal looking one. And then they also had, some blow molds that were really cute. A ghosty blow mold, and what was the other one? One was a ghost and one was something else. Was it a vampire? Or I don't remember what it was. Okay, what time is it? It's already 11:38 and we were supposed to be home at noon. So we're gonna run really quickly into Home Goods and we're gonna see, Mr. Skeleton, you're sleeping again. But we're gonna go see if they have anything good, any of the goods at Home Goods. A disaster of a human, but we hit the freaking jackpot. So here's what happened. We just went into Home Goods. I was cruising around, walked in. People were in the Halloween aisles. There wasn't a whole lot anyways. A lot of the same stuff we saw at the last Home Goods, mummies, that kind of thing. Didn't even get shots of it. Then I'm cruising around. I'm like, I doubt they have anything today. It's not looking too promising. And then I saw, what I see? Oh, a mug that was really cute. This Halloween-y mug that had jack-o'-lanterns on it. And I was like, oh, that's cute. Okay, I like this. And then I cruise over to the dish section, like the ceramic section. And guess what I see? I see these dishes I've been wanting, have been looking for these. I didn't see them last year. They're black and white. I've been wanting them for my kitchen. They are these bowls. And they have little ones, they have medium-sized ones, and they have huge ones. And they have, one of them has bats all around it, inside of it, black and white. The other one is a ghosty situation and has the ghost on the outside and the inside. And then the other one is a witch flying on a broom, which you know. And they had all the different sizes, all the different patterns, everything you would ever possibly need in a dish, like bowls, as far as bowls go. Did I put on my hand sanitizer? I am just full on nerding out about it because these are like my everyday bowls. Like the witchy ones that I found earlier in the season, those are kind of going to be my fancier special occasion kind of dishes. These are going to be my everyday dishes, and I'm so excited about them. They had bats, they had ghosts, they had witches. Geeking out about it to the point of like borderline being annoying, and I'm just trying to calm myself down. So this is like a calmer version of how I feel inside, is how I'm presenting myself right now. But oh my God, it was so good. So then they had the big salad bowl, or just big bowl, fruit bowl. I don't know what kind of bowl it is, centerpiece bowl. I don't care what bowl it is. Honestly, I don't. It's the house, the haunted house plates that we got earlier in the season. It's like that same line, but it's the big bowl, and it's the one with the front of the house with the ghosties, and I never thought I'd find it. I'm so excited. And I don't even think I get footage of anything else in this whole place because I was just so excited about the dishes. I'll continue to show whatever we saw here. Oh, I think I saw some blankets, a couple of blankets. One was kind of like had skulls and like a little damask print kind of look to it. And what else? Oh, there was one that had cauldrons and potions or something. I don't know. It was like a whole little spooky blanket. Anyways, we're on our way home, so I will see you tomorrow. Love you. What are you taking out there? Oh, so you want me to close the garage? Oh wait, I was gonna order coffee. That's what I was gonna do. Okay, hold on. We're going up to Starbucks. We're getting our coffee today. Mr. Skeleton, we're not playing around. Hey everyone, it is another day Halloween decor hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. And we're cruising, right, sir? It is 9:52 in the morning. So we are getting a good start, Mr. Skeleton, although we wanted to leave at like 9:30. That was the goal, but we piddled today, didn't we, Mr. Skeleton? All right, here we go, railroad tracks, and oh, God. Those are the roughest railroad tracks on the planet Earth. Anyways, we're back on the hunt today, and it's gonna be another hot one today. It's supposed to be in the 90s again. We had a break with some mid-80s. I don't know how much Miserable Marie or Moaning Myrtle or whatever we call her is going to make an appearance. But if she does, it's going to be today. I just have this feeling in my soul. First, we're going to Starbucks because I need some life force. I know some of you out there are going to say, cool, Dunkin' Donuts, they've got their pumpkin coffees out already. Go there. And I wish I could. I wish I could, but let me tell you, I'm scarred for life because last year we tried the pumpkin cream cold brew at Dunkin', and it was the biggest disappointment in my whole life. Not really, but it wasn't good. I don't know if they just made it wrong or just bad or something. I don't know what happened. It just tasted like flowers or something. It was like too cardamom-y or one of those kind of flavors, you know what I'm saying? The one that's really potent and tastes like perfume, but not in a good way. That is what it tasted like flowers. Anyways, okay, we're here at Starbucks. I'm gonna run in really quickly. I don't know if it's even gonna be ready yet because we hit every green light, which never happens to us ever. Anyways, oh, by the way, I'm wearing this whole makeup today. I'm trying to manifest fall, people. All right, so we'll do a little outfit of the day and makeup of the day when we get home. We'll see how long it lasts. I don't know how long we're gonna last out there, but we've got water, of course, but we've also got our coffee for some energy. We're looking for a boost, Mr. Skeleton. And this is the Grande Iced Toasted Vanilla Oat Milk Espresso. I know, it sounds extra fancy, but honestly, it's pretty good. We're cruising to At Home. We haven't been to At Home in weeks, maybe a month. I was just over it. I'm not gonna lie. They were just teasing us. They were putting out like one individual thing every week, and we had to guess which one it was, and I was just over it. I'm not playing games at home. I'm not playing any games this year. And so we're gonna go back. We're giving in. We're willing to take the L. Then we're gonna cruise over to Big Lots. Then we're gonna cruise over to Dollar General, which is, wait, I messed all that up. Rewind. We're going to At Home. Then we're going to Dollar Tree. We're going after that. Then we're going to Big Lots. Then we're going to Dollar General, and we're gonna see if they have anything at Dollar General, everybody. We're going to go to Dollar General and see if they have anything. And then we're going to cruise over to Lowe's again. Lowe's knows. And see if Lowe's got their stuff out. We saw the beginnings of Lowe's the other day. So we're going to see if Lowe's has anything. Okay, so you know how the last couple of years, if you've been hanging out here Halloween decor hunting, we've gone to At Home and there's that huge pothole. Well, now I am driving in the pothole. Like, this is one long pothole of a situation happening right now. We're just off-roading, no big deal. Just us and the Bolt cruising around in holes. Here we go. Oh, God. Oh, God, that was like one big pothole. And I think they did it maybe to fix the pothole because it's completely fixed. Is this nostalgic? Do we miss the pothole? No. But that was where the pothole was, that smoothness. A whole lot of driving confusion here at Dollar Tree right now. I guess we should go in there first. Oh, there's Halloween there. I saw it says trick or treat in the front. Spoiler alert. We're going to come back around. We're going to start at home first, and then we're going to go back over to Dollar Tree, and it looks like they have Halloween, and I hope they have black floral, because I really need some black flowers, like a lot of black flowers. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, yes. No one is at home. Literally not one soul, except for this lady walking right in front of my car. But that's all right. We won't run over anybody today. Oh, what's that? I wanted to park there, but there's a bunch of broken glass. No, thank you. I think I got a little excited with the eyelash glue today. My whole eyelid is sticking to itself. Uh-oh, we're pulling out hair we don't have. Come on, put it back, put it back. All right, we just left at home, and what did we see, Mr. Skeleton? What did we see? So I guess they just decided to completely write off Halloween at home this year. Or we just missed the prime time, because they had all the Halloween in the center of the main area, and all the Halloween aisles were empty and had some Christmas in there, like just little sprinkles of Christmas. And normally at home, I feel like they do half the aisles Halloween, and then they'll do half Christmas. So they do put out Christmas early. They put out all their holiday stuff early in general. So that's not even my beef with it. My beef with it is that they normally have half the aisles Halloween, half of it Christmas. And now it's just all Halloween thrown together on these little center areas. And then they're putting Christmas all organized and perfect. And I'm like, that's rude. Because it was really thrown together. I mean, I'm telling you, they had it by theme at least. So the witchy area at least was still in a little aisle. So they had an aisle of witchy stuff. They had some new potion bottles. I think it said snake venom or something like that on the potion bottle. Some frog looking stuff. Like they had a frog on a pumpkin that was cute. And then they had a frog on a pumpkin that was kind of cute and witchy. And then they had a frog kind of like they had last year with little butterflies on it, I think was on it. I think it had a butterfly on it. And then they had the mirror back this year, the really pretty mirror that we were obsessed with last year. They had that with a little eye on top. They had a couple of ghoulish garden things, but let me just tell you, well, I'll show you first. One was like this 3-headed kind of Venus flytrap looking thing, and the other one was some sort of pumpkin face thing with eating a spider, or with a spider in its mouth or something. I don't know, but let me just tell you, it looked very DIY. I'm not gonna lie. It had like foam, like styrofoam that you could feel in it, and then it had stuff looked like it was glued on it, and it looked like felt glued on it. It was not very, the quality wasn't there. Had a cute little carrot thing. I will say this one was cute. They had a cute little carrot, witchy carrot pot thing, and it was these 3 carrots coming out of the pot, and they had these kind of spooky looking faces. They had the cauldron again this year, the big cauldron that has a stand that comes with it and stuff. They had, what else did they have? They had a little witchy broom sign that said, hang your broom here, or something like that. They also had a tray that said apothecary on it. They had some witchy boots, which I wish those witchy boots were real boots because they were super cute. They also had this little wine tumbler thing that said drink up witches, and it had these little foam balls inside of it. They also had a skull with little butterflies on it. I think we saw that last year. They had a moon thing. It was kind of like a dangly moon thing with a mirrored crescent moon on it. It's kind of, I don't know what it was, but it was kind of cool. And then they had other little skull things in here, toad things, all the witchy things in this little area, little ghoulish garden looking things. They also had an outdoor mat that said welcome on it, and it had a spider on the O. I loved that for an all year round spooky doormat. Thought that was really cute. They also had some new outdoor signs. One said stay creepy, and I think the other one said happy haunting or something like that. Then they had all these center sections that had all these different things. One had all the cutesy Halloween stuff. We had seen a lot of the Halloween Heroes collection, I think is what it's called, before, where they had the little bat and the ghosties and the jack-o'-lantern goofy looking face. the all the kind of classic kind of Halloween stuff, the black cats, the little cartoony witches. That's kind of the theme in this area. We had seen a lot of it. They did have really cute soap dispensers in this area. One said Happy Halloween, was black and white. One was a cat with a witch hat on. They also had some cute little candlestick holders that were little stacked jack-o'-lanterns, so those were cute. But yeah, lots of cutesy stuff in this area. Jack-o'-lanterns, cats, ghosts, all that kind of stuff that I was mentioning earlier. But a lot of the stuff that we had seen previously. And then they also had all their skeleton stuff, like all the, they had a seahorse skeleton, an octopus skeleton, a spider skeleton, a toad, or I don't know. There were a bunch of different skeletons in this area per usual. They had this cool little tombstone guy that lit up and made some noises. And they had some gargoyles that were really cool. They had really good gargoyles this year. I will say that. I will give At Home this credit. Really good quality. Then they had a whole gothic section set up. They had some really cool skull pieces and just darker pieces in general. They had this cool little skull. It was like a pot or something, but it was like a skull with a little flower crown on. They had some really cute mugs that said something about goth. You got this. You got this. That's what it said on it. And there was like a set of stacked mugs. And one said you got this. And then I can't remember what the other mugs had on it because I was just laughing so hard at that. I love the good pun. They also had this lantern thing with this like bone and skeleton hand. We've seen this one before. I think we saw this one last year. It's like a gothic looking lantern thing. They had a really cool pillow that said October 31st on it. Looked very gothic. They also had some skull plates and also some salad tongue looking things. Also had some skull candles, lots of different candles in this area. They had a couple different skull candles, smaller skull candles. They also had some melting looking candles. They had ones that looked like blood and ones that were black dripping. And they also had a brain candle. And what else did they have in this little area? And they had what else? They had a couple of dishware things. They had a skull bowl, skulls all around the bowl, and then they had a plate that had a big skull on it, and they had a spider web looking bowl. And what else did they have? Oh, I think it was like a skull looking spoon rest kind of situation. And what else? They had a skull glass kind of party beverage, where you turn the nozzle thing and you put the party beverages. I don't know how else to describe it, but that's what it was. And they had, I don't remember what else they had in this area. Oh, they had like a little skeleton guy maybe on a throne, I think. What else did they have? I don't know. Anything else I'm missing, I'll show here. They had a lot of good stuff in this area, but mainly skulls, skeletons, gothic looking pieces, gargoyle looking pieces, some ceramic ware in there, that kind of thing in this area. They also had the Halloween hoedown again this year that had a skeleton playing a banjo, different little pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, some ghosty things in there. I didn't get a super close look at this line because there wasn't a whole lot in there. There was the banjo guy, there were some jack-o'-lanterns and jack-o'-lantern kind of lantern things. They also had some Halloween pillows that were all in this one section. They had a pillow with a spider on it, and they had a bedazzled looking bat thing. And they had one that said double toil and trouble on it that was really cool, that had some bats on it. And then they had an orange and black one that was like a haunted house, like ticket. Looks like a ticket. Said haunted house on it. Said October 31st. And then it was orange and black. And then what else did they have? They had a couple of kind of Halloween hoedown looking pillows with a check print on it that said different things on it. And they had a truck one with little ghosties in the back of a truck. So a couple Halloween hoedown ones in there. Wait, they also had a skull pillow. And anything else I'm not remembering, I'll show here. But they were kind of, I don't know, I feel like they didn't do as much for Halloween this year. That or I just missed all the stuff, even the blow up stuff. There was like a little one, I didn't even get a visual of it. It was like a cat because someone was looking at it. But there wasn't really a whole lot. Like normally they have all these huge Halloween blow ups and all this stuff. And I don't know if they just got all their stuff in late, so they kind of just threw it together because they have to prepare for Christmas. But that would be my guess, because there was a lot of stuff. It just wasn't organized. It was kind of all thrown together. It looked kind of like an afterthought, to be honest with you. Anyways, now we've been sitting here at the Dollar Tree, so we're gonna go in and see what they got. Yes, Mr. Skeleton. Yes. We found everything we wanted. Everything that was on our list from Dollar Tree we got today, Mr. Skeleton. It was a success. They had a bunch of Halloween stuffs. Let's talk about it. What did they have? They had a bunch of new Halloween signs this year. Like right when I walked in, there they were. And they had some really cute ones. They had these signs that always have these little sayings. They had a couple of different ones in different color schemes. They had a purplish. They also had this kind of magical, mystical looking one that was kind of a fortune teller looking sign. And then they had a couple of different jack-o'-lantern ones. What were some other signs we saw? One had a skull on it. I know there were a couple more signs that we hadn't seen yet this year. Lots of little signs again this year. They had another little area that had all those little vintage signs we saw last year. One I think says Happy Halloween or Happy Haunting or something like that. Maybe one says Trick or Treat or something. But they're the different vintage looking ones. They also have these bigger containers, these plastic containers with a lid. But they had one that had jack-o'-lanterns all over it, orange jack-o'-lanterns. And the other one was cats and witches. It was like a whole little other scenery thing. They had some plastic trays and a black plastic tray with spiders and a purple plastic tray with bats. They also had a couple little trays that looked like candy wrapper things that said different things on them. They also had these spider candy bowls that were really cool. Had a black one, kind of like a black and silver, and then a black and bronzy looking color. Loved those this year. One of my favorite pieces I saw there. They also had, what else do they have in this little area? They also had a whole area of skeletons, all the different skeleton things. Mini skeletons, little skulls. They had mermaid skeletons. They had regular looking skeletons. And they also had this kind of witch looking thing, dangly witch thing, and some ghosties that you hang up. They have those every year. Also some tombstones and little like yard stake looking things. And they had creepy claws, black, gray, and cream. And those are my favorite things. They're always on my list every year. I can never have enough creepy claws. What else did they have in this little area? Creepy claws, tombstone, whatever else I'm missing, I'll show here. But then they also had a bunch of their spooky Halloween floral. They had black roses and they had purple roses, red roses, all different purple and black type of flowers. And they had some glittery branchy situations, purple and orange. And, but yeah, a bunch of Halloween floral. They also had some little LED Halloween lights, like little twinkling lights. Did have the little projectors again this year. They have, I think, I don't remember what, one of them is like the whole little spooky town looking projector with the witch flying on the broom. And then they also had the other projector, I think it's a skull or something like that. Also had some Halloween towels, some dish towel looking things or decorative towels. One had a whole spooky landscape. It was really cool. Another one was kind of a farmhouse style with bats and ghosts and stuff. And then the other one, what was the other one? It just didn't stand out to me, so I don't remember what that one was. No, it was the gnomes. That's why it didn't stand out to me. It was a gnomey situation. That's why we saw the gnomes again. Anything else I'm missing, I'll show here. Oh, they had some ribbon. That's what they had. They had some, like a Day of the Dead, like sugar skull ribbon. They had a jack-o'-lantern looking ribbon. They had like a couple of orange and black ones, I think. And then another one that was a little more colorful. And then they had a whole little Day of the Dead section that had some cute stuff. They had a little serving tray thing. They had a little dangly, like wooden dangly looking thing, a little reusable bag. It was a cute little Day of the Dead area. So they had that, and whatever I'm missing anywhere else, I will show here because I'm sure I'm missing something. There was a lot to see today. I was not expecting that. Anyways, that's all I saw at Dollar Tree. So we're going in. We're here at Big Lots. We've been sitting in the parking lot for 3,000 hours. My arm is on fire, and we're going to go inside. All right, so we just left, where do we leave, Mr. Skeleton? We left Big Lots, and where else do we go? Dollar General. Oh my gosh, they took out Cirilla's there and put a vacuum store? Well, we saw some stuff at Big Lots. I don't know if they're just starting to put stuff out or if it's just really picked over, but we still saw Halloween. So we saw this whole little Halloween aisle first that had a bunch of orange, black, white, very classic Halloween. Had like a little light up jack-o'-lantern, little ceramic piece. They had a light up coffin that said trick or treat on it. It's some signs that said various things. And they had some wall decor that said various things. And they had a big wreath that said Happy Halloween, orange and black. They had, what else did they have? They had a pumpkin topiary looking thing that had striped pumpkins and orange pumpkins. Like it was just like a stack of pumpkins on a little stand, basically. It had things with ghosts on them. It had little neon lights. One was a ghosty neon and one was a bat neon. They had a couple of pillows. One said, again, hey boo. What's with the hey boo? Still don't get it. But they had one that said hey boo. A coffin piece that said something like welcome, we've been dying to meet you on it. And just pieces like that. I can't believe I missed my turn. We're going to Lowe's, by the way. So lots of little Halloween-y things in this little area and little farmhouse. I think the farmhouse thing's like a little truck kind of thing. A lot of the stuff that we see around town with the farmhousey stuff. So they had a mix of farmhouse and classic Halloween in this little area. They also had these were totally out of place, but I was excited to see them. Some little horror, not bobbleheads. They're not exactly bobbleheads, but their heads kind of go back and forth when, you know, they're like the solar things that go on your dashboard. They had a Freddy one, they had a Pennywise one, and they had a Jason one, I believe. All that kind of stuff, but lots of black, orange, white, classic Halloween vibes. Then, good, Lowe's isn't too bad today. And then on the other side, they had this whole little magical line that had some Ouija board looking stuff, some crystal ball looking stuff, lots of magical looking things. Skulls, dark, magical, and the whole color scheme was teal, silver, and black. And they had a bunch of different things. They had these snake candlestick holders that were really cool, like cobra candlestick holders. They had a pillow with a Ouija board kind of looking thing on it. This pillow was really good quality, by the way. The stitching on it, I think I got close up, was really, really pretty. And what else do we see? They also had a stack of books with a skull on the top or front or whatever. Or no, maybe it was on the side. That one was the way it was stacked. But it lit up. They also had a silver skull. They also had a stack of skulls. It's like silver skulls, and then it lights up different colors. Oh, we saw some wine glass, like thermal wine glass looking things. Also had a whole branchy tree situation that had this little snake or cobra that was kind of going through the branches. And they had a wreath that said something like enter if you dare or something like that. They had a couple more pillows. One said this house is haunted or something like that. And then the other one said tomb, sweet tomb, and was in the shape of a coffin. And then anything else I'm missing in any of these areas I'll show here. So anyways, then we went over to Dollar General. They had a small little section out. They had a small little section of Halloween out. They had a little light up jack-o'-lantern thing and a couple little light up things like that. They had a couple of mugs, like cauldron looking mugs that said various things about witches, like head witch in charge or something like that. They also had a couple candy bowls. One was a jack-o'-lantern head guy. One was a mummy, and one I think maybe was a Frankenstein or something like that. They had some dish towels. I think one was like a dog in costumes one. One maybe was a cat in costumes, and then a gnome situation. And what else did they have? They had a doormat. They had some little figurines, little more gnomes, figurines, little jack-o'-lantern figurines and trucks, or I don't know what was happening. All right, so my camera overheated because it's 900 degrees out, but we're here at Lowe's. I'm done. This guy's staring at Mr. Skeleton, but we're at Lowe's 2.0. We're going in to see if they have Halloween this time. All right, just left Lowe's. It is freaking hot. We're done for the day. We are done for the day. Bring on miserable Marie. It has reached the point of no return. Anyways, we just left Lowe's though. Lowe's knows. And we saw some good stuff at the Lowe's. We saw the big skeleton mummy reaper. I don't know what the heck he is. Mummy skeleton guy. I don't know. We saw him though again. Then we saw a couple other things. There was one thing that just jumped out and basically got me. It was this girl with this head that detaches or splits in half. I don't know what's happening with her, but I didn't get her in all of her glory because as soon as you hit the button, there's no pause. It just goes off on you. So that happened. And then we saw there was a witch that was really cool. And the other ones didn't work. So I got the ones I could get, and then yeah, the rest of them didn't work. But then they also had some other animatronics up on a little area. And it had Chucky, Michael Myers, who was next to Michael Myers? Jason, and then Freddy. All in one little area. And they all went off and did their thing, so I'll play them.
Jason, Mother is talking to you.
No one lives in the haunted house.
Then they also had the things that went with them. So they had some Freddy pathway lights, Freddy string lights, and they had some Jason pathway lights and Jason string lights, and they also had a Nightmare Before Christmas area that had all Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. So they had a bunch of just different pathway lights. They had this really cool kind of, what is it called? Street lamp looking thing that had had a Jack Skellington head on top. I think they had a Jack Sally and Oogie Boogie blow mold looking thing. They also had a bunch of different Nightmare Before Christmas, different animatronic, a little small animatronic, so like the doorbell thing.
Interesting reaction.
There were a couple of kind of snow globe looking things where they kind of flies up. The little bats or whatever it is flies up, like cloche looking things. And anything else I'm missing in this area I'll show here. They also had a couple of Disney things. They had a Mickey and Minnie blow mold. It was like a Halloween blow mold thing. They also had a couple Halloween blow molds. A ghosty with some pumpkins. And the other one I think was a jack-o'-lantern with a witch hat on. And it was black and white striped. And what else did they have in this area? They had a couple small animatronics, just spooky small animatronics. They had a skeleton that he dances around. It was a Mr. Skeleton, and he sings, you know, that spooky, scary skeleton. He would not stop spooky, scary skeletoning, so I could get the other animatronics to go. The whole time I was getting visuals of the other small animatronics that was playing spooky, scary skeleton in the back, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to show what they said or did, or if you're going to even be able to hear it over it. But candelabra thing that lit up and had spooky noises. But there were a couple different animatronics, like smaller animatronics in this area, but the usual kind of suspects. There was, I don't remember what else there was in this area. A tombstone blow mold, and they had, what else did they have in this area? And then there was a larger jack-o'-lantern that had kind of that look to him, like a kind of like a realistic face to it. We saw some classic jack-o'-lanterns. We saw a stack of jack-o'-lanterns and individual jack-o'-lanterns. And they had a bunch of the blow-up things, you know, the big yard blow-up things. One of them was really cool this year. It was a big hand, and it has an eyeball that spins around inside the hand. That was really cool. They also had a little Chucky one. A whole little haunted mansion area that was really cool. They had this big tombstone.
Let there be music from regions beyond.
They also had a crystal ball.
Call in the spirits wherever they're at.
And then they had a little snow globe looking thing where the things kind of float up and around, like the confetti thing. And what else did they have? Now I'm going to play anything and everything that had flashing lights. So that way, if you're sensitive to flashing lights, go ahead and skip over this part. So we saw some animatronics and some little projector things with flashing lights. I want to say a Nightmare Before Christmas one. Had some different projectors. They also had some different animatronics and like the hanging animatronics that had the light up eyes. One of them was this little baby thing that screams. Another one was this other kid thing that makes some noises, laughs or something weird. But the eyes are flashing. And then I think there were a couple other ones here, some different animatronic hanging things. And
Didn't see that one coming.
I'm here at Aldi. I'm gonna go to the grocery store and get some food because we are literally out of food entirely. All right, everybody, I got little Neen's here with me because she wanted to come down and join the party, but I want to do a quick outfit of the day. So this dress, it's just a super lightweight maxi dress from Shein. I think I got it a couple years ago, but they have stuff like this all the time on Shein and Amazon and different places like that. Like a summery black maxi dress, and it has pockets. I'd show you, but I have little Neen's. My belt, which is turned right now, is from ASOS. My necklaces, once again, are from, if you can even see them, are from Etat Love. And then the little sword one, the sword necklace, I don't know if you can see, is from Regal Rose. That's where it's from. And my lipstick is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick. It's my favorite in the shade Mod. And my eyeshadow is from, it's the ColourPop, the Hocus Pocus palette from last year. And I used all of the warm shades, any and all of those shades. I'm trying to back up, but then also not interfere with the toilet. But this is our little outfit of the day. I'm gonna take off my makeup, put on my pajamas, and start editing is what I'm doing.